What's up, everyone? This is your girl, Miss Sophia the Diva, and I'm back here again for another review of Real Housewives of Potomac. This episode is titled Opening Old Wounds. This is season 4, episode 13. All right, we are rocking and rolling this season. I can't believe we're 13 episodes in, and my God, Candiace still ain't figured it out yet. You are attached to your mama's money. Giselle is jealous of Monique. She living in a resort style home with an NFL money and NFL retirement money. Robin is a support system. Ashley is a gold digger. Karen is just living her best life. When people die in your life, you realize what's important. We start to move a little different. Although sometimes I don't think her children are fully vested in her ideal of fun. Who else? Katie? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. I get you trying to get some get back at Bravo, but no, ma'am. Putting them damn wigs on your head because they wouldn't let you wear your hair short, that's just wrong. It's wrong. It's a crime. It's a crime that something died for that hair to look like that. Child. Yeah, Karen living her best life to the point she gonna give poor old Ray a heart attack on her road to living her best life. And let's living your best life. Because they had him out on the tennis court, Jesus. To be honest, it has been observed from other fellow bloggers on here that Giselle and Robin really don't technically have storylines this season. They are the go-tos for the gossip. Unky and Dunky Bunk twins, that's what I'm calling them. Shout out to Katie Johnson, my biology teacher. She used to call all of us had names or a song. And you could tell she loved us and liked us. Because if you had a name or a song, you were all right with Katie Johnson. But them two, they like the Boxy twins. They just stirred the pot and they stirred a bunch of shit up. So we know this reunion is going to be one for the history books in reality TV out of the Bravo series, right? So Giselle is calling Ashley so that Ashley can meet her at her rehab home that she just bought. Her forever home. A lump of coal that will turn to diamonds soon. Because I'm sure that Giselle will do this house justice and do it well. Her mother even said that she knew her daughter would do it well. But it seems like Giselle is really all up on Ashley. And I'm trying to figure out why is that. And then Ashley was like, I see you trying to extend an olive branch. So they go to Giselle's house, right? And we see this house that, oh my God, apparently this house must have been foreclosed on or abandoned or something because, baby, it looked like Nightmare on Elm Street. It's a diamond in the rough. That's the word I was trying to look for. Anyway, her and Robin and Ashley meet up and they see the house and Giselle gives her visions for the house. She's going to convert the indoor pool and spa or whatever it was that was in there. I didn't realize how expansive that house was then because I was like, they got all that in there? But she's going to convert that to the master suite. Robin christened the nasty toilet and Robin was like, let that be the first thing you work on. So eventually they end up outside and Robin pops a bottle of champagne and I was laughing my ass off because Ashley asked me, oh my God, I thought it was a drive-by. I was like, so we know you grew up in the hood. So Ashley is having a meltdown because she's suffering from PTSD, I guess, from her childhood neighborhoods. But of course, that don't stop Robin and Giselle from gossiping, okay? And yes, there has been a hair change and everything else. Yeah, I love my blonde wig. I really do. I really like it. It makes head turns a lot, But yeah, I was trying to record this video Friday night and couldn't do it. Saturday was a bust. My doctor changed my medication over. And so I've just kind of been out of it and a little loopy. So, but I'm back. So I know this is late, but maybe you can watch it before tonight's episode. Okay, so let's continue, shall we? But yeah, so they get into the gossip of talking, sharing with Ashley about everything that's going on, So Ashley shared with the gossip twins how Monique had shared her tweets between her and Candiace, okay? And Monique is also trying to present herself as having clean hands, but we know that Monique does not wholly have clean hands when it comes to the matter of Ashley situation with Michael and butt grab gate. Because, you know, she was in the car, she was making comments, she's made comments on several occasions about karma, which I don't think that that's really her tearing down Ashley. It is true. You get back what you serve out. You know, it's a boomerang effect. And karma has no expiration date. Everyone gets their comeuppance, as my friend used to say. So that's why it's so imperative and so important that we all try to do good by one another, because you never know what's going to come back and bite you in the ass. Because all last season, Ashley was up on Monique about her drinking and having a good time. And what I found really disturbing in this conversation with Giselle, Robin, and Ashley is the fact that they tried to paint Monique as being, you know, she don't know how to be herself. She's just so stiff. Oh my God, she's so fake. Well, when she was cutting loose, she was an alcoholic. Now that she's, you know, trying to be a mature adult and functional, now all of a sudden it's a problem. That's why I like Monique, because Monique grew on me this season. Her growth game has been on point, and the fact that she just chooses to take the high road. And, you know, Giselle was told by Ashley how Monique feels like. She was like, well, when we were in New Orleans, you know, Monique is like, you know, Giselle doesn't seem concerned about her issues when she tries to bring up her issues, but everybody else's issues she's concerned about. Truth of the matter is that Giselle, unfortunately, has the mentality that she is the head woman in charge of this group. And Monique, she sees somewhat as a threat, I believe. I think it is unfortunate that many of us don't realize, and especially with Giselle having been in church and been a first lady, we all are taught that what is for us is for us. And comparison is the robber of happiness. You know, she was like, she can just podcast on. And I was just like, Giselle, that ain't right. So I don't know, but it's just really unfortunate that especially women, black women, y'all can't come together on that one. Meanwhile, while Giselle is looking at her house, we've got the newlyweds, Chris and Candiace Bassett. Come on down and try to check out this $2.5 million home that can all be yours as long as you work for the rest of your lives to pay for it. And nobody wants to pay for a home for the rest of their lives. Okay. Candiace, it is okay to dream. Candiace, it is okay to be ambitious. I used to date a guy, me and him used to go out and test drive cars we knew we couldn't afford, or we would go house hunting for houses because, yes, you want to put it out there in the atmosphere. But you go to an open house, don't have an actual realtor take time out of what other sales could be to come show you a home you know good and hell well you can't afford right now. Because Chris is the practical one. He is the one that has the head. Let us not forget how Candiace was overly ambitious about this $200,000 wedding. I don't remember what the final price tag was. I just know Candiace has no sense of money. And people were like, where is she getting this money from? You know, Chris was like, we can't afford this. And the lady was like, well, why do you need 2 master suites? And she goes, well, you know, for my mother. And that's when I was like, at this point, this tells me that either Candiace really, really just needs her mother's money, or this is all staged for TV. Because the whole point of you getting your own home is so that you can get away from your mother. And then Chris had to even plug in, like, it's not just your mom. What if my parents want to come visit? Okay, and that's true. So Candiace is really selfish in a way. Then she mentioned something about a trust. And the producers were like, well, can you tell us about this trust? Let me tell y'all something. I have spent 10 years as a trust officer in banking. There are 2 types of trust that people tend to set up in this world. There is the revocable trust, which we call a living trust, where people may live off of that trust and take and do whatever they want to do with it. They rename all their assets in the name of the trust, and it doesn't have to go through the court system, okay? You can also do that with what they call an irrevocable trust, But also out of that living trust upon someone's death, normally that trust becomes irrevocable at the death of what they refer to as the grantor. Okay? Then on top of that, usually they have provisions set up to establish irrevocable trust, which oftentimes either the beneficiary will take principal payments through every month or every quarter, every annually, and principal will be discretionary, typically. And when it's discretionary, the trust officers, usually when it's a corporate trustee, they get together and decide you need to put a budget together every year, and then we'll decide if you get your money. It just depends. But if it's an irrevocable trust, that means that her mom may have set her up a trust where at a certain age she's allowed to take the assets from there. Candiace may not even know about what's really going on with the trust, because I've had families where they purposely will set up what they call accumulating irrevocable trust, and will ask us as the trustees, don't tell these kids, and we have to do all types of maneuvering and stuff, because you got state laws where it's required that you give the beneficiaries their statements and all of that. It's crazy. But all I'm saying is this: I'm willing to bet, yes, Candiace probably does have a trust, but it probably won't become hers until death, until her mother dies. Or her mom may have set her up an accumulating pot trust and probably has it just sitting there until Candiace reaches a certain milestone in her life, be it age, children. Some people set it up where you must go to college. They also have health and wellness provisions in there, no drugs, no alcohol. I mean, it just all depends. But let me get off of that, but I just want to educate y'all real quick. When Diva is on here, Diva, I'm a book of knowledge. My law degree is not going to waste, okay? I may not be a practicing attorney, but I do know some things about certain things, okay? And if I don't know, Diva will definitely research it. Okay? But Candiace, girl, you and Chris, like Chris said, y'all can't afford this. Maybe y'all should go down there where Giselle got her house and see what's on that street. Because let me tell you, real estate is popping here in Atlanta, honey. And I can't wait to do some things with what I've got to do, what I'm trying to create. Because mama gonna own some property. I'm gonna get some of these houses rehabbed over here in Southwest Atlanta and Decatur and all of that before it gets completely colonized. Oh my God. But either way, Candiace, it's good to put it out there in the atmosphere, but you can't afford a house that size. And people are like, well, what does she do? And she was like, well, I've got all these businesses, pageant consulting, the hair business. I don't know how the hair business is going, because the presentation that you and your mom and your sister be advertising to us tells me that's not some good quality hair I would want to get with. And that's no tea, no shade. That's just real. I'm just like, I wouldn't want bundles that bundle up and bunch up. The best hair that works for me is Brazilian and Peruvian. And of course, I love my synthetic wigs, because y'all know I don't wear the same wig every day or every week. So I just kind of, I could be Mariah Carey one day, Beyonce, I could be Shaka Khan, I could be whoever. But I'm just saying, do better advertising. You're a walking, talking billboard for your products. But, and then Chris is an owner in a restaurant. They also show Karen having family night, seafood night with her family, and she was plugging in the fact that people were hating on her about not having a perfume line and all the things that she had been saying she was going to do, and she actually executed and did it. I thought that was great. Her son, though, he always seemed irritated when he come over there. He's like, Mama just putting on for the camera. I'm just here because I was forced to. I'm here. President accountant for Raven. Seems cool. They were kind of poking fun. She said, oh, Mom, that seems like a nice project for you to have. I'm like, y'all talk to y'all mama like she must have really got on y'all's damn nerves growing up. Like, who is the real Karen? What kind of mama is Karen really? She providing you a life of luxury with her and Black Bill Gates. But either way, I thought that was really cute. And yes, La Dame fragrance is real and it's on the shelves, people. Also, I like the fact that Chris was like, we don't want to have to, put ourselves in a compromised position. And Candiace like, we can just work. We'll just have to work really, really hard. I'm like, what's the point of having a house that size that you can't enjoy? I love Monique's life, honey. She living on a resort. Okay. Michael and Ashley have date night, and he trying to act like he really all into Ashley. Baby, ain't nobody buying that. Okay, we are not buying that, Michael. You are not all that into Ashley, little booty having self. You just look at her butt. Ashley got a nice little booty. I didn't know she had all that ass back there. She got a nice little booty. You can grab on that, but no. You want something that might have a lot of hair on the backside. I'm just saying. Then Michael said he was really upset that the women didn't support him and her during his time of this criminal investigation. And I'm just like, well, first of all, you and Ashley both were shading the hell out of Ray and asking dumbass questions all the time. And Ray and you almost came to fisticuffs, if I recall. And I think it almost went down at Candiace's engagement party or bridal party, if I remember. So you can't expect somebody to want to support somebody who wasn't there for them in their time of need. I find it really interesting how karma came and struck y'all within a year of y'all sitting up there making fun of Karen and Ray. So I don't know. And plus your wife has been messy since jump. I see now why y'all together. Y'all just two messy queens together. It's you, Cyclone Ashley. That's what I call her. Then Ashley, this is what I found weird. How the hell is it you going to be reaching out to relatives you ain't seen since high school graduation? All that money, and you couldn't take time out to go and visit your aunt and your uncle to see how they doing. But now you calling on them because you need a storyline to get your white father, who is not interested in connecting with you at all. And I really wish Miss Sheila, her mama, would go ahead and break it down and tell her the real truth. Now tonight we gonna find out, if her daddy, really is he like ashamed to have a black daughter, but the uncle broke it down for us at the table anyway. He was like, he got some demons and your mama was right to get you away from him. But before I get into that, Ashley has an Aunt Sheila and they hadn't seen him since high school graduation. So her and her mom get together and they fly down to Atlanta, here in Atlanta, to connect with her aunt and uncle. They meet up at a restaurant and they talk, Aunt Sheila and Mama Sheila, Uncle Jim and Ashley. And they were like, we here to support you. But, Aunt Sheila was like, he don't even talk to me. He stopped talking to me like in 2008. So I don't know what you expecting, but we'll go and support you. So they all leave, and Ashley's like, "Oh my God, I love you. Oh my God, I want to see his face, and I want to see if my face matches." And I'm just like, girl, didn't you just look at his Facebook, or did he have pictures of his children on the Facebook, and you just don't know what he looked like? Okay, Sheila didn't keep no pictures. So y'all, they get to the door, because I'm gonna wrap up Ashley's storyline right here. They get to the door. And the cameras, when they show the previews and kind of what's going on, she has her aunt go to the door first because they think it'll probably be best. I'm like, bravo, y'all gonna get enough of ambushing people with these cameras at the door. And here's my thing too. This is Georgia. These mofos, there are certain neighborhoods where the cops will loan you a gun if you don't have a gun. Okay, Kennesaw. Because, they had the right to bear arms. He could have shot all of y'all coming up in there. I hope y'all told him y'all were coming. And obviously he didn't sign off on no waiver or anything because the cameras in the previews and this. But I hope Ashley gets the closure that she needs from this. And then at one point, Ashley was sitting in the car and her Uncle Jim had to come over there and be like, well, whatever you, I'm going to stay in the car. I was like, oh my God, really? And then she was like, I think my dad, he just might feel shame, for abandoning me. And I was like, girl, no, I think that's the word you're thinking of is ashamed to have you as a daughter, sadly, a black daughter. And I'm not trying to be mean, honey. It happens all the time. That's why so many of us come in all shapes, sizes, and colors now. Because if I was straight up out of Africa, we would all be darker than this, okay? Now, let's get into the gala. So y'all know Katie always got a good gala to go through too. That's why I'm going to start hanging out with Katie. And we're going to come up with some new wig concepts for her as well too. Come through, Katie Ross. Now, Giselle. Oh, and that's the other thing. When they were leaving the house, Robin and Giselle made mention of they had to go to a gala, and Ashley was like, "What gala?" Something for Katie. So everybody could come except for Ashley wasn't invited and Monique wasn't feeling well. As a matter of fact, right here before we get into the gala conversation, let's transition to Monique and Chris. Y'all, Monique is cold-blooded. So Monique was I don't know if she was feigning having trouble going up these stairs or if she really was having trouble going up these stairs, because what happens after this struggle walk, because Chris was like, why don't you just take the elevator? I'm like, girl, if you live in a house with an elevator and shit and you don't struggle like that, girl, take stairs. So they're taking the children upstairs. It's bedtime. Y'all, these children act like they were just hyped up on sugar, okay? And you could tell that Chris was ready to beat some ass, spank some ass, but the camera's rolling, so he gonna play it cool, because little Christopher was all on the floor wilding out. So Monique goes in the bathroom. You know, she always got one of them balls she's sitting on, her yoga ball. And next thing you know, he's helping the children brush their teeth, and then she starts, Chris, I think my water broke. Oh my God, my water broke. Chris moving so slow. He was like the snail, the hare and this turtle, okay? He the turtle, okay? He was just so what? What's going on? Oh my God. Somebody call somebody. Oh yeah, let me my phone. Let me call somebody. I was like, Chris, oh y'all hot ass mess over here in the house of Samuels. What is going on? Needless to say, all this chaos and disorder. She like, I gotta call the doctor. He done called 911. Hello, my wife, she having the baby. And I was like, what the hell? So turns out Monique is feigning this the whole time. It was a fire drill. So she said, we are not ready. Who gonna take the children? We all gonna be piled up in the emergency vehicle and the ambulance going down here. Who gonna take the children? So I was like, y'all just gonna have to have a better plan. So she said she's gonna pack. So that was hilarious. Now, let's get into the gala. Everyone is there except for Ashley because, of course, Katie did not extend an invite to Ashley. Candiace and her mother are the first two we see looking like who done it and why. I was like, Lord, look at Miss Dorothy's head. Candiace's hair actually looked decent, but something was up with their makeup. And I looked at it on two different TVs because y'all know I got one of them old school TVs in my bedroom. I feel like getting up out my bed. I love my bed. So I have the flat screen, and so the more modern TV in my living room. And so I was just like, oh God, that makeup is hideous. Like, who raised you? Who did this to you? And why? It looks like the scene of a crime. Who, what, when, where, how, why? Yes. But you can't tell Dorothy nothing. My name is Dorothy, aka Gertrude. And I am here because I am just as fabulous as everybody else. Okay? I was like, oh, Lord. Help. Candiace is like, my mom is just always here. And I'm just like, but you out here house shopping with your mom in mind. Clearly, you not that over your mama. So Giselle shows up and they have a little conversation with Miss Dorothy. You know, I guess Giselle must told her she looked good. Oh, well, thank you. Oh, yeah, I look good with that wrong ass lip color on. And Giselle and her, they were asking, you know, about therapy and how things were going because, you know, they go to Giselle's therapist, Dr. Kim. And both of them were like, you know, went into mother mode against Candiace as far as Candiace is spoiled and all this. But then Giselle, now this is where I give Giselle Bradford. She was like, well, yes, mother, who created the brats? Oh, I did, of course, because I'm Dorothy, aka Gertrude. And so I was just like, Lord help. But Giselle was like, clearly therapy is not working for Miss Dorothy. But it does seem to be working for Candiace because she has kept her cool. She didn't snap off. Next thing you know, Robin and Katie walk up. Katie walks up with her mama. I don't know if y'all caught this. Dorothy and Katie's mama went off to the side. And Katie and Candiace over there, Kiki and Katie talking about, girl, we don't know if we want them to be talking because we might have to start paying our own mortgages. I was like, I thought you paid for that damn a farm. I thought it was paid for. Maybe she took out a second mortgage or something. I don't know. Anyway, y'all, I love me a good gala. Didn't nobody know what the hell was going on, why we there. Yeah, I like me a good gala with a good silent auction and good food. Okay, I tell you what I can't stand is these galas that love to give us chicken that they can play it in all day long. God damn it, give me salmon, give me filet mignon. Hell, sometimes the plate of vegetables, the vegan option is better than what they be serving with that dried up played chicken. Either way, what the hell is going on with Katie's head? Baby, what? Who died for this? What animal died for this? Because that can't be no human hair. That can't even be no cotton man-made hair. What the? Katie. Now, word on the street about why Katie does this. Katie purposely has been coming up looking like the scene of a crime because she was told that there was already one lady on the show wearing short hair, and therefore she could not wear short hair. Which makes me now wonder, does Bravo provide a hair budget for their people? Because if I wanted to wear short hair, you mean to tell me I couldn't choose to wear short hair? And my hair is never the same every day. So would that be a problem for you, Andy? Holler at a diva and let me know. Because I got an idea for a reality show for people living here in Atlanta, us regular folk. Of course, the conversation, as always in the circle, rounds up to Ashley and Michael because that's the latest scandal. Unky and Dunky Bunk twins gonna have to bring this up. The green-eyed divas. Katie and all of them are sitting around talking about, because Jacob was there too. And Jacob was sharing how he says he has like 3 phones, 2 for business and 1 for personal. And Michael basically told him, well, let me call. When I call, be sure to answer your private line. And I'm just like, what straight man tells another heterosexual man, be sure to, I want you to answer your private line. Sound like a Gerald Levert song. What was the name of that song? Private Line. I can't remember how it goes. Rest in peace, Gerald. So anyway, of course, Unky and Dunky Bunk twins got to report the news. The news. They tell Candiace about the fact that Monique shared those texts with Ashley. They also get on the subject matter. I think Katie shared that Oz is now closed. Because, that was supposed to be Ashley's big project with Michael. But I guess it wasn't doing well, even with the support of the show. People weren't coming in there to eat kangaroo and wild, whatever it was, wild boar and all of that. So this is the Unky and Dunky Bunk twins. I'm like, well, we just want Ashley to be, I want my girl to be okay. I want her to leave with something tangible. Robin, yeah, because I'm just like, y'all are not that concerned about Ashley. Y'all really need to stop. I don't know what it is about why Giselle is clinging to Ashley. And then on top of that, Candiace and Monique are starting to develop a friendship, sisterhood. And Giselle is doing all she can to destroy that, because what business of it was it for you to tell Candiace about some text messages that Ashley allegedly saw, and you got it from Ashley? Why didn't you just have Ashley tell Candiace? I also thought Mo was out of order too. I get she was trying to show that she had clean hands. But at the same time, if I am your friend, if I share something with you, I would expect, even when the friendship is over, that you not share that back and forth. But this is reality TV. This is how we get the drama going. Thank you, Southern Charm New Orleans, for showing us how we could have a good and healthy show without all the drama. That's all I'm saying. Then on top of that, Robin was like, that's my friend. I'm just concerned. And I was like, y'all concerned what she gonna leave the marriage with? Like, why do y'all even care? And then Robin, especially, I'm like, you don't even have a marriage. You have a live-in roommate, friends with benefits right now because of the things that you've done. I just don't none of y'all like Ashley and all that fake concern. I feel like it's fakery and fuckery. But back to Katie. So y'all, Katie, I don't think I cleared that up, and I'm sorry, I'm kind of all over the place. I'm trying to get this done before the show comes on. But Katie purposely wears wigs like that now to protest, I guess. And so I think Bravo, that's maybe why Bravo is punishing her and not allowing her to come on the reunion. So I don't know. But next week, Robin is finally ready to sell her investment property, but oh my God. Giselle is up here acting a plum fool, going in on Monique, and Robin is standing there like, what the hell, Giselle? You know, I'm up here trying to conduct business, and you up here, you know, acting like a goddamn banshee. Really? Like, and y'all supposed to be best friends. Best friends don't ruin opportunities for your friends. And then on top of that, Robin has decided she's going to recoup the loss of all this money by hook or crook, honey. So now she wants to go into the trucking business. It can be very lucrative. You would just prefer to own the truck and hire a driver. That's all I'm saying. That's a lot of work. And like, when you going to be able to film? You ice road truckers. That's all I'm saying. Keep on trucking. Anyway, Robin did look like a natural driving it, though. You know, girls can drive too, honey. Even the most feminine of us can drive a truck, honey. But either way, that's all I've got for this episode. Real Housewives of Potomac. This reunion is going to be lit. That's all I'm going to say. But be sure to check out my GoFundMe for a Diva Disturbed, my radio show that's on BFAM 109.6. The link will be down in the description. Check that out. Or if you just want to drop something in my CashApp to help me. Rent coming up next month, y'all. I need $200. Oh, and my producer was supposed to send me a link. For those of you who are vapors and smokers or whatever, Cloud9 here in Atlanta is sponsoring our radio station, not shows, but the station overall. But if you do want to order something online, you can always order something online, and they can ship it to you wherever, and you can get 20% off. I will have to provide y'all the code, but I will get that to y'all, or just catch another video, or check out my social media. I'm trying to do an ad for that. And I will see you all Tuesday night. I don't have a guest. Potentially my friend Tamika James will be back on to promote a stage play that she's in on Friday night. But other than that, y'all just gonna get me solo dolo diva. Hey! Chin up, buttercups. I promise you all the sun will come out. And I want you all to stay fabulous.